Greetings, Wildcats. BBN is going to be on fire now. It looks like Jayden Quaintance is starting to train on the court. This is shocking news. Will opponents be shocked by Quaintance's return? Let's analyze the news from the Wildcats. The anticipation surrounding Kentucky basketball is high and hopeful for BBN when it comes to Jayden Quaintance. The center's return to training even without physical contact. It's big news in the stands at Rupp Arena and promises to make the Wildcats' upcoming season an unmissable spectacle. With Mark Pope, the Lexington team seems poised to not only compete, but dominate. Quaintance, a familiar figure to Kentucky fans, carries with him a story that blends talent, perseverance, and a special bond with the blue and white tradition. He recently diverted his path to Arizona State, where he had the opportunity to mature and develop his game. Now, back in Lexington, he represents more than just a reinforcement on the roster. He is the piece that can unite the explosive youth of the new faces with the unshakable legacy of the Wildcats. However, the path thus far has not been easy. An ACL injury has cast doubt on his availability for next season. Throughout the offseason, fans and analysts wondered whether we would see Quaintance in action in the first few games or if his debut would be postponed until later. Uncertainty hung in the air like a gray cloud. But now, with confirmation that he is already training on the court, albeit without contact, that cloud is beginning to give way to a clearer and more promising horizon. The mere fact that Quaintance is back on the court is a powerful sign that his recovery process is progressing as planned. While it's still too early to say for sure that he will be 100% available for the first matches of the season, this positive development gives rise to optimism. Perhaps the idea of seeing him in action as early as November, something that seemed unlikely a few weeks ago, isn't so far off anymore. And if that happens, the Wildcats' strength will be exponentially amplified. Quaintance's impact goes beyond the statistical numbers or technical skills he brings to the team. His presence in the paint is a statement of intent, a clear message to opponents that Kentucky is not messing around this season. He's the kind of player who changes the dynamic of a game with his physical imposition, finishing ability, and tactical intelligence. Furthermore, his previous experience with other programs and his emotional connection with the blue and white fans make him more than just an athlete. He's a symbol of the resilience and passion that define college basketball. With Mark Pope, who has demonstrated a keen eye for shaping competitive teams, Kentucky appears to be building a roster capable of making waves not only in the conference, but also at the national level. The combination of young prospects and experienced veterans, coupled with the return of a player of Quaintance's caliber, creates a scenario ripe for great success. Pope, known for his ability to get the most out of his players, will surely find ways to integrate Quaintance into the system effectively, maximizing his potential while preserving his health. For the fans, this news comes as an early gift. He is a bridge between Kentucky basketball's glorious past and the future that lies ahead. Every play, every shot, and every block he makes on the court will be celebrated as moments of redemption and resilience, while official practices are still a few weeks away. Jayden Quaintance's return to practice is a reminder that great stories are about to be written. For the Wildcats, this is more than just a basketball season. It's an opportunity to reaffirm their place among the sports giants. And with Quaintance back in the game, Kentucky has all the tools it needs to make a difference. Karl-Anthony Towns' voice continues to echo in Lexington. Even almost a decade after donning the most traditional blue jersey in college basketball, the NBA star, who in 2015 helped write one of the most iconic chapters in the Kentucky Wildcats' recent history, now reappears, not with points or rebounds, but with words that sound like guidance and inspiration for the new generation. The former SEC Freshman of the Year, a key member of a historic squad that reached the Final Four with 38 consecutive wins, offered a simple and powerful message to Mark Pope's current team. Live in the present and understand the greatness of carrying the Kentucky name on your chest. Towns knows what he's talking about. He had a season that marked not only his career, but also the collective imagination of college basketball. Averaging 10.3 points and 6.7 rebounds, he was not only a statistical protagonist, but a player who embodied the collective identity of a near-perfect team. It's precisely this mentality he's now asking of the group of young Wildcats to seize every moment. To understand the privilege of being together in a locker room brimming with talent, and to value the responsibility of representing an institution that lives basketball like few others in the country. When you wear Kentucky on your chest and play for this team, you're the rock star of Lexington, Towns said, in a statement that encapsulates the team's cultural and sporting impact. He reminds current players that this is one of the greatest privileges they'll ever have, and that few in the world can claim to be Kentucky Wildcats. Towns' words align with the spirit Mark Pope is trying to instill in his first season as coach, to recapture the mystique, reinforce the identity, and give fans the assurance that each athlete understands the weight and honor of the blue uniform. On the eve of Big Blue Madness, which takes place on October 11th and marks not only the start of the season, but also a true cultural spectacle in Lexington. Immediately following, on the 24th, the first test will come against Purdue in an exhibition game, before the official regular season opener on November 4th against Nichols in the BBN United Tip-Off Classic. Pope, who took over with the mission of revitalizing the program, sees Towns' speech as a perfect echo of what he desires for his team: focus, pride, and total commitment. For the fans, hearing one of the university's greatest recent symbols reinforces the certainty that the tradition is alive and well. For the players, it's a reminder that every practice, every possession, and every night in Rupp Arena is part of something bigger. Kentucky isn't just another program. Kentucky is an experience, a showcase, and a legacy. And when Karl Anthony Towns speaks, everyone listens because he's been there. He's felt the pressure, he's carried the shield, and he's left his mark in Lexington. The message is clear. The present needs to be lived intensely because, as Towns said, these young talents may never be in the same room together again. And if it depends on the energy surrounding the program right now, this present could become another one of those years that will forever be etched in college basketball history. CBS Sports recently released its ranking of the best college basketball programs of the last 25 years, and the Kentucky Wildcats come in at number 6. While the ranking already recognizes the blue and white program's undeniable legacy, it's impossible not to question whether the Wildcats deserved an even higher ranking. After all, we're talking about an institution that transcends the sport itself, shaping generations of players and constantly redefining the meaning of excellence in college basketball. Since the 2001 season, Kentucky has accumulated an impressive 651 wins and 222 losses, giving it the fourth highest win total nationally over that period. Furthermore, the program won an NCAA title in 2012 under John Calipari, solidifying its position among the sport's modern powerhouses. The team has also won 9 SEC regular season titles since 2000. Making it the highest-ranked representative of the conference on the list compiled by CBS Sports, Kyle Boone. Despite these credentials, Kentucky fell behind Duke, Kansas, UConn, North Carolina, Michigan State, respectively, in the final rankings. Looking at the top 5, it's clear these programs have remarkable histories, but has Kentucky been underestimated? Duke, which tops the list, has won 3 national titles since 2000, 2001, 2010, and 2015, along with an impressive 720 wins, the most of any team in the last 25 years. Kansas, in second place, has 717 wins and also demonstrates enviable consistency. However, when we look at Kentucky's global impact, it's difficult to justify its position outside the top 5. Kentucky isn't just a team. It's a place of immense talent. From the days of Rick Pitino to the John Calipari era, the program has been a must-see for players aspiring to the NBA, with an impressive average of NBA draft picks over the past few decades. Kentucky has played a crucial role in developing global stars. Names like Anthony Davis, Karl-Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, and Jamal Murray are just a few examples of how the program has shaped the future of professional basketball. This unique legacy, combined with its impressive number of wins and titles, suggests that Kentucky should be ranked even higher. Another argument in favor of a higher ranking is Kentucky basketball's cultural impact. The BBN has one of the most passionate and loyal fan bases in college sports, capable of transforming any game into a monumental event. Rupp Arena, with its capacity of over 20,000 real, is known as one of the most intimidating environments in the country, something few programs can match. This unique atmosphere directly contributes to the team's home success and reflects the weight of the blue and white tradition. Furthermore, Kentucky has demonstrated a remarkable capacity for reinvention. After periods of transition, such as Calipari's departure and Mark Pope's arrival, the program continues to attract elite talent and compete at a high level. This proves that Kentucky's success isn't tied to a single figure or strategy, but rather to a mindset ingrained in the program's culture. This adaptability is a differentiator that many other teams in the rankings simply lack, while CBS Sports recognized Kentucky as the best SEC program over the past 25 years. Sixth place seems too modest for a team with such prestige and accomplishments. Direct comparisons with Duke and Kansas, for example, may favor raw win numbers, but ignore the far-reaching impact Kentucky has on college and professional basketball. While Duke and Kansas are models of consistency, Kentucky is a complete phenomenon, a team that not only wins, but also inspires, develops, and redefines standards. Therefore, while sixth place is a fair reflection of Kentucky's recent achievements, it's hard not to feel the program deserved to be in the top 5. Tradition, talent development, cultural impact, and continued success are attributes that elevate Kentucky above many of its competitors. For BBN, this ranking serves as yet another reason to believe that the best is yet to come. I want to see your comments now.